Good morning, children. Have a nice day. Welcome to social class, Standard 7th History, Unit 2, the Art and Architecture of Tamil Nadu. Today class discuss the topic, the early Chola epoch. The Cholas came to limelight in AD 850 under Vijayalaya Chola and continued to govern the region for about 400 years. For the early Chola epoch, the temple at Darapuram near Dindivanam in Tamil Nadu is worth mentioning. In early Chola, architecture followed the style of the Sembian Mahadevi, the temple with increased number of Devagosta. The figures can be classified as belonging to the Sembian state. Tirupurambiyam is an illustrious example of early temple that was fashioned in the days of the Sembian Mahadevi. Next, discuss the topic later Chola epoch. The mutuality attained by the Chola architecture is reflected in the two magnificent temples of Tanjore and Gangikonda Cholapuram. The magnificent, the Tanjavur, the big temple dedicated to Shiva, completed around 1009, is a fitting memorial to the material achievements of the time of Rajaraja. Tanjore Big Temple. At the time of the Big Temple of Tanjore was constructed, it was a huge temple complex. The 216 feet Vimana, the structure over the Garbhagriha. It's notable as it's one among the tallest man-made shigaras of the world. Due to its massive height, the shigara is called the Dakshina Miro. The huge bull statue Nandi, the measurable 16 feet long and 13 feet high and is carved out of a single rock. Gangikonda Cholapuram. Gangikonda Cholapuram served as a Chola capital for about 250 years until the decline of Cholas and the rise of Pandyas. The Pragadishwara temple of Gangikonda Cholapuram, built by Rajendra Chola, is undoubtedly as worthy a successor to the Pragadishwara temple at Tanjore. The height of the temple is 55 meters. The sanctum was 2 stories as in the big temple at Tanjore. The outer wall has many projections with ninjas and recesses on three sides. In the ninjas, there are the image of Shiva, Vishnu and other gods. This temple complex are the shrines of Sandiskerevar, Ganesha and Magisasura Mardini. Next, Tarasuram. Tarasuram near Kumbakonam is a later Chola period temple. The rich is architecture splendor dedicated to Airadishwara Shiva as god of the Lord Indra elephant. Rajaraja II constructed this temple. This temple is another landmark of Chola architecture. The Mahamandapam is an elaborate structure. The entire structure looks like a Radha because it was four-wheeled as the Mahamandapam. The sanctum and pillars have many sculptures, which are miniatures of various mythological figures. A compound wall runs around the temple with a gopuram. Next, discuss the topic later Pandyas. The contribution of later Pandyas to South Indian art was significant. A case is in the point is the cave temple at Pillayarpatti near Karaikudi, Tamil Nadu. Belonging to the 13th century, this temple is important both for its sculptures and for an inscription. A beautiful Ganesha is carved facing the entrance. The importance of the figure referred to Desi Vinayaka in the cave inscription is that there are the two arms with the trunk turning to the right. Vijayanagara epoch. During the Vijayanagara epoch, the new form of construction emerged. It is the mandapam, too, where the gods are carried every year. The pillar outdoor mandapams are meant for public rituals, with the ones in the east serving as a waiting room for devotees, the which adorn the large temples. These mandapams attract attention for its monolithic pillars. On these pillars are sculptured horses, lions, and the gods. Kalyana Mandapam at Kanjipuram, Varadaraja Perumal Temple at at Velur, Jalaganeshwara Temple are the notable example. The most celebrated for this mandapam is Temple of Madurai is the Pudu Mandapam. The main features of Vijayanagara and the Nayak structures are decorated mandapams, the ornamental pillars, the life-size images, gopuras, pragaras, music filler, floral walks and stone windows during the 15th and 17th century. Tanks are tanks are attached to the temples. Gateways to the temples are constructed from four directions with massive gopurams. The practice of fitting the sculptures continued during the Nayaka period. There was increased use of major sculpture and figures, as found at the Alagiya Nambi temple at Tirukurangudi, Tirunelveli district, and the Gopalakrishna temple in the Ranganatha temple complex at Srirangam. The southern festival mandapam of Adinatha temple at Alavar Tirunagari and the porch of the Nellayappa temple at Tirunelveli are other notable examples. In Tamil Nadu, in the image of the deities attached to composite and column, gradually they freed themselves from the core column. The 1000-pillar mandapa of Meenakshi Sundareshwara temple, Pudu Mandapam at Madurai, the Radhi Mandapam at Tirukurankudi, and the Vana Mamalai temple at Nanguneri are illustrious example for mandapam architecture of this period. The pillars of this period are more decorative than the various period. Monolithic, gangetic, yali pillars, horse pillar with life-size portraits of mythological and royal family members, common folk, animals, and floral works were made. Musical fillers were a peculiar feature of this time. The sitting line at the top of the filler is a common feature in the mandapam. The windows are carved out of the walls of the sanctum and the mandapams. The Jalangadeshwara temple at Velur, the temple at Tadikombu near Dindikkal and Krishnapuram near Tirunelveli, and Subramania shrine in the big temple Tanjore are most remarkable the edifices of this time. Vijayanagar and Nayak paintings are seen at Varadaraja Perumal temple at Kanjipuram, Kudala Lagar temple at Madurai at the temple of Srivilliputhur, Thiruvallarai, Alagar Koil, Thiruvannamalai and Srirangam. The paintings mostly have the stories from Ramayana, the palace scenes and mythological stories. Thank you.